As part of the previous lecture, we have gone through details with respect to setting up PostgreSQL database server on Mac. Now, let us make sure we validate to see whether it is installed properly or not. Make sure you recollect the password you have used while setting up PostgreSQL database server, because we have to use the password to validate. Also, we'll be using something called as pgAdmin to validate whether PostgreSQL is properly set up or not. In this case, we are not only validating whether PostgreSQL is properly set up or not using pgAdmin, we are also going through the details about how to get started with pgAdmin. That being said, you can actually go to the Spotlight search here, then search for pgAdmin. You can see pgAdmin here. You should be able to click on this. The pgAdmin will be opened very soon. You can see it is being opened. Let me click on this. For some reason it is taking time. Let me see why it is taking time. As I have started it for the first time, it have taken some time. Now you see it is coming up. Now pgAdmin is started. You will see the UI very soon. Here you need to enter master password for pgAdmin. Keep in mind, this is not the password related to PostgreSQL database server. The root password or super user password with respect to PostgreSQL database server have to be entered at a later point in time. For now, you have to set a master password for pgAdmin. Let me set a password here. Now the password is set for the pgAdmin. Whenever you restart pgAdmin, you have to enter the master password which you have used to set up pgAdmin. Make sure you don't forget the password. In case if you forget the password, just Google around to see whether you can reset the pgAdmin password or not. I'm not 100% sure. Typically, I don't forget my passwords. That being said, now you should be able to expand this. You can see there is one database which is already set up here. We just have to enter the password for that database server. Let me enter my password. You can click on save password so that you don't need to worry too much about entering the password again and again. Then click on OK. Now you see you are connected to the database server. This is nothing but pgAdmin UI. Using pgAdmin, you will be able to interact with multiple database servers that are set up not only locally but also remotely. Now, when it comes to Postgres database servers, they are nothing but multi-tenant database servers, which means we can have more than one databases in one installation of PostgreSQL database server. In this case, this installation have only one database at this juncture. We'll be creating more databases very soon. You should be able to expand this to review the databases. The default database that will be there in Postgres database server is nothing but Postgres itself. This is the database name. You can expand this and you should be able to see the details with respect to this database. This is how you can actually get started with respect to pgAdmin to not only validate whether Postgres is set up locally, but also to connect to Postgres database servers and perform database related tasks. One of the common usage with respect to pgAdmin is to open something called as SQL editor and start writing queries using that SQL editor. To open SQL editor connected to a specific database, you should be able to right click on that specific database within database server. Then you have something called as query tool. You can click on it. This query tool is nothing but SQL editor where you can write SQL queries. Here you should be able to write the queries depending upon your requirements. When it comes to Postgres, there is something called as information schema. Information schema is schema within the database, within the Postgres database server installation. In this case, the database is nothing but Postgres. We have schema called as information schema. You can expand and you should be able to see the details. Actually, information schema is not displayed in the list of schemas, but there will be schema by name information schema. Now, you should be able to use viewer table called as tables within the information schema to run queries against it to see the list of tables that are there as part of Postgres database in this Postgres database server installation. I'm just writing queries to confirm we'll be able to run queries using this tool called as query tool that comes as part of pgAdmin. Now I can say select star from. then information underscore schema dot tables. I should be able to select this query here, then click on this button to run. You can see the output here, which means we are not only able to connect to this Postgres database as part of this installation, we are also able to run queries against it. This is how you should be able to get started with pgAdmin on Mac. Here we have not only get started with pgAdmin, we have even connected to the local Postgres that is set up and also validated by running the query.